Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another what I eat in a day video. Today is so autumnal, like I cannot even describe how cozy it feels today. It is rainy, windy, grey and dark, and although I love the summer, I'm a summer baby. My heart is with the sun. Sometimes just hunkering down on these darker days and just getting all cozy and eating delicious food really gets me excited for the autumn. I cannot believe we are in August. Like, I think it's August the 4th today or the 3rd, and it's mega just how quickly this year is going. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm gonna go make a very quick breakfast, and then for lunch today I'm thinking about something simple, maybe scrambled eggs on toast, maybe a sandwich. I'm not too sure yet. For dinner tonight it gets a little bit more exciting because in honour of the weather, I feel like a pie would be really delicious. And me and Andy have not had a puff pastry chicken pie in the longest time, so I'm going to make those, and I'm going to do it with some lovely cheesy pancetta mash. I'm going to have it with veggies, and it's just going to be the cozy vibe that I'm looking for today. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy it. Nothing too exciting, but nevertheless I hope you can leave a comment and a like. Outfit wise, I'm just wearing my Levi's dungarees. I've had these for years, really like them. They're a little bit, they don't fit me as well as they used to because I've lost a little bit of weight, but you know, it is what it is. I have it on with this kind of ink blue monkey top with like this little lattice sleeve design. Again, very autumnal vibes. But anyway, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment as I've said, and let's get on with the day. And I thought I'm gonna have some yogurt, which is quite typical for me. This is the yogurt that I use. It's the Fage yogurt. I love it. It's my favorite. It's free on WW, of course. And I also have my berries here. So I have a combination of blackberries, raspberries. Again, nothing new. What is new is I'm going to have a bit of muesli on top. Now, not much, but this is the muesli that I've decided to go for. It's by Sainsbury's, and it's the rolled oats with toasted wheat flakes, juicy flame raisins, tropical fruits and chunky nuts. This sounds really nice. I have a feeling this is going to be quite high in point value. However, I don't have much muesli. I literally just have a sprinkling on top, but I am going to check on the app just in case. Now, just to disclaim for anyone that's new, I am not pointing myself. I am on maintenance. I just kind of give people the point value just in case they need it. But in terms of point value, for a a serving is 7 points, but in grams, that is, what does it equate to in grams? 45 grams. Whereas I'm not going to have anywhere near 45 grams. I'll probably just have like 20 grams if I'm honest, something like that. And that equates to 3 points if I was pointing. Again, I'm not, but I do like to give you guys the values. So hopefully this will be really delicious. I don't eat muesli very often, but I don't know. It feels cold, it feels drizzly today. I just think some seeds and some fruit will be a nice change on top of my yogurt. And it's quite a chunky, coarse kind of muesli. So yeah, and it smells great as well. So I just kind of do my yogurt by eye. I don't, again, have huge servings just because I'm not typically that hungry when I get up. I live for my lunch and my dinner, but for me, I feel like just 2 decent spoons like that is more than enough. And now I'm gonna have to rinse my yogurt tub lid because I'm clumsy. But anyway, yeah, that is more than enough for me. But again, I appreciate this isn't the hugest serving. It's just that I don't get hungry in the mornings. This is literally just to get my body moving and get my brain functioning a little better. Now I have my berries that I've just rinsed. I have a combination of blackberries and raspberries like normal. And then I'm literally just going to sprinkle a little bit of muesli on top. Again, I don't need much. Just a tiny bit of crunch. Alright, so it's now time for lunch. So I have this roasted half chicken that I picked up from Marx's. So I'm going to have a bit and I'm going to save some for later as well. And I've been snacking on these recently for lunch, these sandwich thins. These are very similar to the Warburton's ones, but they are wholemeal or brown slices. So again, much better in terms of fibre. And these are 100 calories each. I'm also going to have a little bit of coleslaw as well. This is the Cornish crunchy cheddar coleslaw. That is my lunch. So I've got a chicken sandwich with coleslaw, and I'm also going to have something different, guys. So instead of having a Coke Zero, I am having a Dr. Pepper Cherry Crush. This is a limited edition, zero sugar, and I can confirm it is delicious. It's not something I'd have much of because it is quite sweet. I think Andy said it was like drinking sweeteners, but I really like it. So if you're a fan of cherry and you're a fan of Dr. Pepper, I would try this. It's a bit later in the day now, and I've literally just grabbed a handful of grapes, like 3 or 4. But I'm about to put the kettle on because I've discovered these Nescafe green triangle mochas. Now, if you're a long time subscriber, you remember back in the day, like 2021, 20-ish time, maybe a bit before, I was obsessed with the caramel latte sachets. I had them all the time. They were my go-to before I got a coffee machine. And I still take them to work, I still love them. But I recently discovered these, and I've seen a few people rave about them and say how delicious they are. They're 78 calories a sachet, which is really reasonable, but for those of you that are wondering what they are on WW, I can give you, hopefully, 4 points. Perfect. So, I'm going to make one. Okay, so it's now time to prep for dinner, which starts with roasting these corn-fed chicken thighs that I picked up. So my plan is to roast these, get a lot of flavour, get a lot of stock out of these, and then we'll let them cool and we'll shred them into the pie dishes. You can use a sliced chicken breast, if you would like to make them a little bit more calorie conscious, but honestly, the skin just adds so much flavour, as does the bone and things like that. Just going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the tray, like so. Make sure that they have plenty of room because you want that stock to kind of bubble up in the bottom. And then I'm just going to brush them with plenty of olive oil so that they really crisp up and go golden. And then finally, I'm going to add some salt and pepper, and I'm also going to add a little bit of chicken seasoning as well. I'm going to use a basic chicken seasoning, but you really can just use like all-purpose seasoning. It just gives a little bit extra. It also gives a bit more colour. And also, I'm going to roast a full head of garlic, just a small one this time. Plenty of olive oil, you don't want it to burn, and then salt, pepper, and that'll cook for the same amount of time as the chicken. In fact, this will cook longer. The rest of this comes together in a few components. So I have some diced pancetta here. This is going to be with my garlic and cheese mash, and I'm also going to cook I'm going to use some of the chicken stock at the top of the mash as well to kind of season it. Honestly guys, it's going to be exceptional. But my filling for my chicken pie is going to be the thighs that you saw earlier. I'm going to have some mushroom, carrot, parsley, onion. I have some cream here that I'm going to mix with some stock to make it like a creamy filling. That's optional, you don't have to do that. Andy's lactose intolerant, so we're using lactose-free cream. I'm going to boil the carrots until they're cooked tender. This chicken skin is not going to go to waste because I am going to put it on a very, very high heat in the air fryer. So I'm going to chop it up into tiny bits, kind of like the lardons. And I'm going to almost make chicken skin croutons for the top of the mash. I know that's a bit extra, a bit bougie. I'm only going to do it with 2 pieces of the skin. Otherwise, the calorie value is it's just going to be mega. But, you know, every now and again, for a treat, a bit of something delicious and what you fancy is absolutely what the doctor ordered. Okay, so my accompaniments are ready. I have my parsley, my pancetta, my chicken skin. The onions and mushrooms are just about to have their stock, chicken and cream put in. I'm using the lighter puff pastry from Sainsbury's. I know that the rest of this meal isn't particularly calorie conscious. However, I always do opt for this because honestly I think it tastes delicious. I don't see the point. Just less than a third, because honestly that's all I will need. In fact, that's actually quite a lot for a lid. I'm just going to pop that here for now, and I'm just going to knead this slightly. I would get a bit of in fact I am going to go and get a bit of flour out because this is a teensy bit tacky. Tiny little bit of flour. I don't want to change the consistency too much. While the chicken is cooking away, I'm going to now do my mash. So as I mentioned before, it's going to be a combination of a bit of stock from the chicken. So this isn't oil, this is the stock, so it might seem a bit bougie, and it is, but it's going to add a lot of flavour, as I mentioned before. You don't have to do this step. You don't even have to have mash. You could have this with veg. I'm going to have it with veg as well, but again, there are more calorie conscious options that you could choose for this side dish. This is a bit extra, if I'm completely honest. And we're even about 10 minutes when it comes out of the oven. We're gonna pop some cheese on, guys. Like, it doesn't stop here. It really is quite bougie, but it's one of our favorites and we very rarely have it, and it's a treat. So yeah, how amazing does that look? And because we don't want to go completely mad, we want a bit of healthiness, a bit of the chopped parsley. And I did forget to mention that that roasted garlic I did before, that has been squeezed into the mash. So I've just buttered the dishes, and Andrew's having his all round, so I'm just popping some holes in the base, and I'm also going to give this a brush with a bit more butter. Holy moly, guys, that was one of the best meals that I've had this year. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was so good. So much love and care went into that though, like all the different stages. It was just really delicious, and I hope you all enjoyed watching that, and I hope it's inspired you to give it a try. But thank you so much for watching. I will definitely not be eating anything else tonight though. I ate every scrap of what was on my plate, and I won't be eating anything else. I might have obviously drinks and stuff like that, but nothing to write home about. So I'm going to end it here, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like, leave a comment as I said before, because it's always so lovely to chat. And my next video is going to be a weekly vlog, because for the next 2 weeks I have, I think, at least like a week of annual leave, so I'm very excited about that. So I'm definitely gonna be hanging out with you guys, and hopefully you're all looking forward to it. And I'm also going to be filming a favourites video in between all of that as well, so I don't know which one is going to go up first. I would have thought the favourites video would probably get put up first, just because it's easier and quicker to film. Obviously a vlog takes much longer. So anyway, stay tuned for that. Hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.